Hello, everyone. This hour on Verbling, the next in my Hot Topics series. Today we're doing an intermediate hot topic, a reading from The Guardian, a new kind of lie detector. We're going to read a fascinating article about how the polygraph, the traditional lie detector, could be replaced in police stations all around the world. And we'll talk about it, work on some fast reading skills, and we'll have a little discussion about what do you think? Polygraphs are pretty controversial. In fact, they're not really used in Europe the way they are in America. So we have to sort of think about whether this is a valid way to decide whether someone is innocent or guilty. So we'll get your opinion during the reading as well. Okay, well, while we're waiting for people to come in, let me do a quick introduction. First of all, let me get everything open on my screen. I'm John Eric, your Verbling teacher for this hour, and I'm an American teacher from New York, coming at you today from Lisbon, Portugal, to bring you this class. And by the way, if you click on the chat window, the link at the very top, where you see John Eric, Verbling teacher, you can follow that link to my profile page on Verbling, and there you can follow me and see all my upcoming classes, my upcoming group classes. But you can also schedule a private tutoring class with me, where I will custom tailor the lessons to your particular needs. Okay? I just ask that you send me a message first so I can find time for you in my schedule. That's a little bit about me, and let's see who's here. First, what would Wednesdays be like without Mr. Mikkel? Hello, Mr. Mikkel. How are you?
Hello, John. How are you? I'm fine, thank you.
Very good, very good. Any news? Anything we should know? Any bike tours lately? No?
No, anything special. No. Maybe next summer. Maybe no. We are going to Iceland next summer, and now maybe in September, I'm going to England.
Oh.
One week.
Yeah. Iceland next summer, meaning 2015 or 2016?
No. This summer in July.
This summer.
Yeah, July and August, and in September I'm going to England too.
Very good, very good. Have you been to Iceland before?
No, it's the first time. And
it's going to be quite an experience.
Yes, I think that it's a very good place to enjoy with the nature, and maybe the problem is the weather. We will see.
The problem is the volcanoes, not the weather.
The big problem.
Mm-hmm. The big problem. When you're there, you'll notice that the trees on Iceland are this big.
Yes.
Yes, you can step on them. And if you're sitting having a coffee in a cafe in Reykjavik, you can look out over the ocean and you'll see whales. You'll see fins come up out of the water like this.
Oh.
So it's a very interesting place.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you have you been there? Yes.
By accident, yes.
By accident? What kind of accident?
I was changing planes, and I had a cheap flight to come to Europe for the first time. I was supposed to change planes in Iceland and go to Luxembourg because that was the cheapest ticket I could get just to come to Europe, to go somewhere. And I got out of the plane, and then I decided not to get back into the plane, and I just stayed in Iceland.
Okay. Sorry, just a moment. I have a messenger in my door. Sorry, just a moment.
Bye-bye. All right. Let's say hello to Ms. Ksenia. Hello, Ksenia. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you.
And have you been to Iceland? I don't know why we're talking about Iceland. We should be talking about lie detectors. So we're gonna switch the topic to lie detectors. Have you taken a lie detector test, Ksenia?
No, and I don't want in the future. Yes.
Oh, because we're gonna do one later in the class. Everyone's gonna get a polygraph, just so you know. So
Okay.
be ready for that. Be
I
ready.
will be prepared. Thank you.
Mr. Jose, how are you?
Fine, John. Thanks for asking. And
So
you?
good. So you've been arrested a lot, right, Jose?
Yes.
Say no. You're not supposed to say yes. You're supposed to say no. Arrested is when they put you in handcuffs,
Yes.
and then you have to take a polygraph. No, not immediately. Um, by the way, do they have lie detector tests in Spain? Do they use them?
No.
No, I didn't
No.
think so. What about where you are?
I don't know anything about this kind of detector.
Mm-hmm. I don't think they're used. I don't think so. What do you think? What do you think, Carmen? Do they use lie detector tests in Spain? Is that part of the? Is that an
They do.
acceptable? They do, really? Ah.
They do, but no in the police no with the police issues. But it's got those TV shows. You know, the famous go there and they use polygraphs to detect if they're lying or they're telling the truth.
So
it's a little bit incredible, but it's true.
so they don't use them in the legal system in any way. They're not considered evidence.
Well, I can't tell you about that. I mean, I don't know about that. I mean,
if you haven't heard about it,
but I have only seen those. Yeah, in the TV shows, you know, the soap operas shows, you know, and they use it, the polygraph, just to, yeah, it's true, I know it's a little bit funny, but that's the only place I've seen them. But I guess police officers use it too for legal actions. I don't know.
I have this because I've never really heard about it since I came to Europe. I've never actually heard about it, and it's very controversial in the United States because it's extremely easy to falsify the results.
That's it.
It's very easy. Well, anyway, let's.
They say it's got to do with your emotions. I mean, perhaps it's asking you a question, you're kind of very fidgety and nervous or something, and then you're supposed to be lying. But I don't know how can they just predict what is a lie and what is not?
Well, in the traditional one, I know that you're supposed to be tense if you're lying, not relaxed. Yeah. So they measure a combination of things, but the way to trick the polygraph is that you have to tense up while they're asking the question, and then you have to sort of relax physically. You tense up like this, and then you relax, and if you're good at it, you can actually fake the results. That's what they say.
But wouldn't you be a little bit nervous yourself if you've got wires all about you? I mean, how can you relax with that? I mean, even though you're telling the truth, you're going to get nervous about that.
It's not relax emotionally because it can't read your emotions. It's relax physically. So if you squeeze your hand and then you let go, you've relaxed the muscles. And literally, that's what they say can fool the polygraph. Literally that. Tense, relax. Tense, relax.
I don't know.
So it's controversial. Well, let's find out more about it and find out what the new solution is as well. Let's, of course, welcome Mr. Shinue to class. Of course. We can't begin without Mr. Shinue and his Tales of the River. Were you at the river today, Shinue? Were you? Yes?
I haven't
Not today.
gone into river for a few days.
Oh no. See, you're gonna get out of shape, Shinue. Go to the river every day. It's very important. Very important.
I'm so busy. I don't have free time. If I had free time, I would jump into river and catch some fish.
Carmen says the fish are very happy that you're not there today. They are afraid when you're there. Well, what we're going to do here is, let's go to the article. Take a look. So we're going to do a little bit of reading. Oh, and I want you to look at some vocabulary before we begin. I forgot. So let's start actually there. We've already talked a little bit about what a lie detector is. I'm going to skip this because I think you know what a lie is. I'm going to go here. We've got two sets of words, here and here. That's 3 and 4. And you've got a paragraph where you can find the right word if you want to skim through the text. What I'm going to ask you to do, though, is just to use your knowledge of English to decide where these words fit with the definitions. You're welcome to go to the paragraph that's indicated if you want. Okay? You're welcome to do it. First, let's just go and say the words in the blue box. Okay? You don't have to define it or anything like that. I just want to hear you say it. Carmen, first word on the top left.
Convict.
Convict. No, convict.
Convict. Okay, the stress and the syllable. Okay.
That's it. Jose, the next one on the left.
Joints.
Good. Ksenia, the next one in the, not the middle, but almost the middle.
Defunct.
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 That's it. Perfect. And Mikkel, the next one below.
Reliable.
Say the word. Say the word lie.
Lie.
Reliable.
Reliable.
Perfect.
Sorry.
Excellent. Anyway, the next one in the middle top. Anyway, next one.
Fidget.
That's it. Fidget. You can say it even fidget. J. Okay? And, oh, he changed his voice again. And Carmen, the next one?
Ticks.
Ticks. And Jose, the next one? Top right?
Guilty.
Good. And Ksenia, the last one?
Traitors.
All right. So, good pronunciation. If you know it, shout it out. To prove in a court of law that someone is guilty of a crime?
Convict.
Yeah, here it's a verb, isn't it? So it's not convict, it's to convict.
To convict.
So I gave you the wrong pronunciation earlier, but that's because I didn't know if it was a noun or a verb.
That's it.
So I'm innocent. I'm innocent of this crime. To convict, second syllable. Okay. People who tell secrets about their...
Traitor.
Traitors.
Very good. My definition was different, but you got it. Not existing or working anymore?
Defunct.
Defunct. How do you all know these words? These are difficult. Sudden movement of a muscle that you cannot control, especially in your face?
Tick.
Tics. We call them facial tics. Very good, very good. Ashamed or worried because you know you have done something wrong.
Fidget.
Guilty.
Uh-oh, different answers. So which is it?
Fidget.
Fidget.
Why fidget? Tell me why. Ksenia, you were the first. Tell me why fidget.
Because it's about worries. It's adjective. No, it's a verb.
It's a verb.
Yes.
It is actually a verb. It's true. So, number 5, ashamed or worried. Those are adjectives.
Okay. So it's fidgety. That's the adjective. That's the verb. Fidget is the verb. That's right.
If it was an adjective, it would be fidgety. Yeah. So we can't change the form of the word, and it must be, therefore, it must be...
Guilty.
Guilty. Okay.
The answer is guilty, no, John?
Yep. Answer is guilty.
Okay.
Number 6, accurate.
Accurate.
Another way to say accurate.
Reliable.
Reliable.
Reliable. Very good. Very
Reliable.
good. That's it. To keep making small, quick movements with your body because you are bored, nervous, or impatient.
Fidget. That's it.
Ticks.
No,
Maybe.
this one is fidget.
Fidget.
This one is fidget. Because tics has to do with a muscle that twitches. Like if you have a muscle spasm, it can move involuntarily, and we call that a tic. All right, but this one is, by the way, the definitions are not perfect. Right? You have to kind of use your imagination here a little bit.
Yes.
This one, because it's about your body, and because you're possibly impatient, like little kids, they're very fidgety. Last one here, the parts of your body, the parts of your body that can bend where the bones meet.
Joint.
The joints. Okay.
Joint.
In the next slide, the second set of keywords. Same thing. Let's go through them and read them really quickly, but this time you're going to try to use them in a sentence or something like that. We'll do it a little differently. First word, Carmen. Top left. Oh, I don't hear Carmen. Okay, I don't hear Carmen.
Oh, sorry.
First word, Carmen.
Extreme
Top left.
physical pain caused by someone with something
No,
special.
just the word. We're just.
Can you hear me now?
We're just going to say the words first. So the first word on the top left, just the pronunciation.
Oh, agents.
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 I cannot hear you properly. I don't know what's wrong with the sound. Agents.
Can you hear me?
Agents. Sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Agents.
Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
I don't know. Okay. It's a little bit broken, but okay, again.
Does the audio sound broken to you, class? Or is it just Carmen?
The audio sound is okay.
It's okay?
Yes.
Carmen, you and I always have a bad connection. I don't know why. Carmen, maybe you should try to rejoin the class. Maybe the connection is bad on your side. I don't know. I think she can't hear me. Maybe there's a delay. So next word on the bottom left, Jose?
Optimal.
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 Yeah, not mal, but mo. Optimal.
Optimal.
Perfect. Ksenia, the third word?
Consensus.
Excellent. Mikkel, the fourth?
Pulse.
Good. Pulse.
Pulse.
That's it. Shinwei, the fifth?
Give away.
Giveaway.
Give away.
Yep. The stress is actually on the first word. Giveaway. Giveaway. That's it.
Give away.
Excellent. And do the next one too. The sixth one for us, Shinwei. I think he doesn't hear me.
Torture.
Ah, there we go. Excellent. And we're back to, let's see if her connection is working now. Can you hear me okay now, Carmen? Oh no, not working. Jose,
Limbs.
Try again. Limbs, right.
Yeah.
Do we pronounce the B or is it silent?
Limbs. It's silent, no?
Limbs. Well,
limbs. It's silent.
Limbs.
In this case, it's silent.
Certainly, if we're speaking quickly, it would be silent. If we're speaking quickly, sure. Limbs. We just say it like that. Limbs.
Limbs.
It's silent. We'll go with silent. Last one, Ksenia. Last one. Moral. Okay. Now, let me just ask you this. Are there any words in this list that you don't know? Are there any words that are new for you?
Giveaway.
Giveaway. Okay. So, what I'd like you to do is, first, if you can find the definition, then we can mash it up. But what I'd really like us to do as a class is give an example or an illustration as a class. Okay, but if you see the definition, tell me which definition you think it fits for giveaway.
Giveaway, I think that it is the same that present, no?
Kind of. A
Kind of.
present, you mean? You mean a gift?
Yes.
It's close, yeah, close. Okay, can we use it in a sentence?
Using a sentence.
Well,
I give away a present to my brother. No?
Not exactly. You're in the right direction, though. You're
Yeah.
close.
Close.
Anyone else? Ksenia,
Giveaway,
yeah, go ahead, Ksenia.
Giveaway, it's a great sale. It's about 90% sale. It's like giveaway.
Okay. So, what kind of place might have a giveaway? Ksenia, what kind of place? What kind of...
Very cheap place.
A cheap place, yeah. That's it. So maybe to get customers in, they have a giveaway. If you come in before 5 o'clock, or something like that. Okay, so which definition is the best fit here, from 1 to 16? One is, it's not obvious.
Using giveaway.
Using giveaway. It's not obvious because we're going to take the meaning of giveaway and we're going to use it in a different way, slightly different way.
I don't know. I can't put it in any sentence here.
Yes.
No, not in this meaning.
Yes. It's in a slightly different meaning. It's true. It's not exactly the same.
So it's in a different meaning.
Slightly different meaning. Yeah. Same general idea about. Yeah. It's different. It's not exactly the same. It could be a little difficult. It's true. Let me ask the class.
It's a movement.
Say again?
It's a movement.
So which number?
The last one.
16.
16?
I think it's the one possible.
You are right. A movement, action, or expression on someone's face that shows the truth. So, Nico, it is related to the other meaning. When you give something away, you give it for free. Here, the meaning is a little bit idiomatic, but it means that without any, sort of freely discovered, something like that. Okay? And Amir, we have a great expression, by the way. Buy one, get one free. Not give away free, but you're very close. Buy one, get one free. And that would be a giveaway. You're absolutely right. So, let's try this one more time. Think about a trial, or something like that, or a difficult situation. See if we can use giveaway in this sense. What might be a giveaway in a trial? What might be a giveaway? Think about a TV drama like a cop show. What would give away who the murderer was?
So I can understand that it's a way to express that you are okay with something, or
not a way to express, but something that reveals the truth. For example,
when the person say the truth, no?
No, not when they say it. When they show it somehow.
When they.
If you're guilty of a crime, okay. What are you going to do if you're being questioned? You're guilty. And what will you do if you're nervous?
Tics.
You might have tics. You
I can't hear you.
I
Me
don't
too.
hear you.
Sorry, John.
John.
1 second.
Ah, yes. I can hear you.
Okay,
John?
let me come back in a minute. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, hold on. There's something wrong with that Hangout. Okay, 1 moment.
Okay.
And could you see the Berlin chat now? I can't see it.
Yes, I
Yes,
can see
can.
the Berlin chat.
Yes.
I don't have any problem.
And there is any
This
text?
time and yesterday, teacher has a similar problem about
Yes,
his intellect.
yes.
Yesterday, teacher can yesterday teacher could not use his teacher could not use his share screen.
Mhm.
Screen share.
Yes. The teacher
His
had a problem yesterday.
mm,
But I can't. I
he
can't.
didn't he didn't use the screen share.
Mhm.
John is here.
Yeah.
Mm.
John, we can see your picture. You know that you are here, but we can hear you. And I don't know what's the problem, but I can see that the chat. Do I have to do? I have to do something
You
to see
can
the.
see Berlin chat only or group
Hello,
chat.
John.
Hello.
Hello.
Can everyone hear me now?
Yes, yes. I can hear you now.
All right. Sorry about that. Let's try this again. Let me get my. What's wrong with my presentation? Let me reload that for you. Give me a second.
Okay.
Okay, so we're loading that up. So, Mikko, if you're guilty of a crime and sweat is pouring off of your brow and you have a little nervous tick, that is a giveaway that you're guilty, for example. Does that make sense?
Yes, I can understand. Yes.
All right,
And
excellent.
if I start crying, it could be more clear.
If you start crying, then we have to use another word here in this list. Maybe you will torture the police and they'll let you go because they feel sorry for you. I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay. Any other words? Any other words that we need to clarify before we read? Or is everything else more or less clear?
More or less.
More or less. Okay. We're going to find the rest in the context. Let's read this article and have a fruitful and interesting discussion about it. You weigh in on whether you think lie detectors work, don't work, good idea, bad idea, and
Okay.
that kind of thing. Okay, Carmen, how's your connection now? Everything okay now, Carmen? Hello? Carmen!
I can hear you now.
I know, but I'm trying to see if Carmen is working. Maybe it's not working. Okay, Carmen, we will come back to you. Mr. Jose, start us off with the title and the
Yes.
first two paragraphs, please.
The Guardian.
The what? Say again?
The Guardian.
No.
No?
The
No?
g.
The Guardian.
Not guar,
No?
but pretend that there's no U.
The Guardian.
Perfect. That's
The
it.
Guardian. Okay.
Good.
British and Dutch researchers developed new form of lie detector test. Ewen McAskill, Defense and Security Correspondent, 4th January 2015. Police And intelligence agencies around the world have, for almost 100 years, used lie detectors to help convict criminals or find spies and traitors.
By the way, just repeat the word criminals.
Criminals.
Keep going. Continue.
Okay. But the polygraph could soon be defunct. Researchers in Britain and the Netherlands have developed a
Good.
new method that has a success rate in tests of over 70%. This new method could be in use in police stations around the world within a decade. It doesn't monitor facial tics, talking too much, or waving of arms, which are all signs that someone is lying. The new method monitors full body motion, which can show that the person is feeling guilty.
The new method monitors full body motion. I wonder what that means exactly. We're going to find out in just a minute. Jose, one thing.
Okay.
You should bring your intonation down at the end of a sentence so that it goes a little more smoothly. We can tell where the sentences begin and end.
Okay.
So for example, let's just listen to me read the last two sentences.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. The new method could be in use in police stations around the world within a decade. I kind of dropped down on decade. It doesn't monitor facial tics, talking too much, or waving of arms, which are all signs that someone is lying. You're kind of giving it a very sort of flat and choppy tone. So one thing you can do is try to bring your voice down in the last syllable of each sentence. Okay? Just an example. We'll come back to this in a minute. Carmen, let's see if your microphone is working now.
Okay, let's see.
Oh,
can
it's
you hear me
working.
properly?
There you go. Take it away, number 3. 3 and 4.
Okay. The polygraph is widely used in the USA in criminal cases of security clearance for the FBI and CIA, but is much less popular in Europe. Many people in the scientific and legal communities do not believe that it is reliable. By contrast, the new method has performed well in experiments.
Experiments. Imagine there's a K.
Experiments.
Good.
Experiments.
Perfect.
Okay.
Keep going. These are short. One more.
The basic truth is that liars fidget more, and so the use of all body motion suit, the kind used in films to create computer-generated characters. We recall this. The suit has 17 sensors that register movement up to 120 times per second in 3 dimensions for 23 joints.
So remember back to those keywords. Joints was one of those keywords, which will make it hopefully a little more clear. Okay? We're going to go over what this all means in just a minute. Let me just welcome Tomas to the class. Hello, Tomas. Is your connection working now?
Hello, teacher. Yeah, I can do it right now. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. And where are you from, Tomas?
I'm from Mexico. I live in the Mexico City, but right now I'm in the city of Guanajuato. I don't know if you know it.
You're from Mexico, but you're where now? Sorry?
I'm from the Guanajuato City. I'm from, so in my job, I gotta travel all around this country, and that's the reason why I'm here right now.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Well, today we're doing a little bit of reading, and we're going to be discussing this article. And I've got some vocabulary exercises about the words that you're learning, okay? So we're just starting off, and you'll get a chance to read too. Let me also say hello to, is it Anas or Anas? How do I say your name?
Hello, how are you? My name is Anas Al-Jarrah.
Anas Al-Jarrah. Hello. Where are you from, Anas?
I'm from Jordan.
From Jordan. Okay, fantastic.
But now I live in Malaysia.
You're from Jordan, but now you're in Malaysia. Oh, we're all over the place.
Oh, yes, I am a student here in Malaysia.
Okay, fantastic, excellent. So we're all gonna take one or two of these short paragraphs, okay? And if you've any questions about the 4 paragraphs that you missed, okay, we'll have a chance to clarify everything at the end of the reading. If there's a question, just ask though, no problem. Okay, we're up to Ksenia now for paragraphs 5 and 6. Ksenia.
One of the research team, Ross Anderson, professor of security engineering at Cambodge University, said that years of research show that an interviewer will know whether someone is telling the truth and not lies in only about 55 times out of 100. He said the new method, by contrast, was right over 70% of the time, and he was confident they would be able to do better. In some tests, the team has already achieved more than 80%.
So it sounds like an improvement. Ksenia, just repeat this word for me. Interviewer.
Interviewer.
Say the last syllable for me. Viewer. Were.
Interviewer. Interviewer.
Ah, difficult. So you got to put the W at the beginning of that syllable. Were, like we were. Were.
Were. Interviewer.
That's it. That's it. Much better. Excellent. We're on to Mr. Mikkel for 7 and 8, please.
Anderson said guilty people fidget more, and we can measure this. Anderson added that the research had a special significance at this time because of a recent U.S. Senate report of torture by the CIA. There are problems with torture from a moral point of view, but it is also a very reliable.
Remember what I said. Remember the word.
Yeah.
Remember the word lie.
Lie. So
you can do it.
Unreliable and reliable way of getting accurate information. We have known for a long time that torture does not work, Anderson said. The new method offers a good alternative to interviewers.
By the way, everyone, remember that sentence. There are problems with torture from a moral point of view, but whenever you start a sentence like that, I think it's a problem. There are some problems from a moral point of view, but let's do it anyway. No, I'm just kidding. Not only are there problems from a moral point of view, that's kind of an understatement. Pretty much the population of the United States is upset about some of the findings. So, but anyway, beyond that, apparently, it's just there's no evidence that it works, and that's what this sentence is trying to say in a roundabout way. Just repeat a few words for me. Fidget.
Fidget.
Good. And Senate.
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 That's
Senate.
it.
Senate.
Good. And finally, lie, unreliable.
Lie, unreliable. Unreliable. Unreliable.
You got it. You got it.
Thanks.
Mr. Shinue, take 9 and 10 for us.
Hi, teacher. What's
Hello.
your question?
9 and 10 for us, please.
9 and 10. 9 and 10. 9. The research paper was written by Dr. Sufei Van der Lee of Cambridge University, Professor Donald Pop of Utrecht University, Professor Paul Taylor of Lancaster University, and Anderson. The polygraph was created The polygraph was created in 1921 by policeman John Nelson. It records changes in pulse, blood pressure, sweating, and breathing to find out whether someone is lying.
Keep going. One more.
11.
These are short. Keep going.
11. In movies, the polygraph is always right, but in 1998, the U.S. se- U.S.
Sue.
U.S. Supreme Court ruled that there was con, no, con, no consensus that the polygraph was reliable. The conclusion was supported by the U.S. National Academy of Scientists in 2003.
Excellent. Just a few words. Paragraph 9. The name of the city is Utrecht. Utrecht.
Utrecht.
Okay, very good. Lancaster with a K. Lancaster.
Lancaster.
Excellent. In paragraph 10, what does pulse mean? What is pulse? If I say I'm going to take your pulse, what am I going to do?
You want to measure the number of my blood vibrating.
Heartbeat. Heartbeat. We say heartbeat. The number of heartbeats.
The number of heartbeats.
Yep, that's it. So the pulse measures the number of heartbeats because your heart is going bump, 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 and you can feel that in your wrist. That's one place you can, and we say, take your pulse is the expression. I'm going to take your pulse. I'm not going to steal it from you. I'm not going to take it and go away. I'm going to measure. I'm going to feel with my fingers your heartbeats. Your heartbeat. Okay, excellent. Let's give a new person a chance. So, Mr. Tomas, I want you to take 12 and 13. 12, 13, yeah, 12 and 13 on the next right side, please.
Yeah, sure. Number 12.
Yeah.
The experiment carried out by Anderson and his colleagues involved 180 students and employees at Lancaster University. Half of the people were told to tell the truth and half to lie. They were each paid 7.50 pounds.
£7.50.
£7.50 for the participation in the 70-minute experiment involving two tests. Number 13, some were interviewed about the computer game Never End, which they played for 7 minutes. Others lied about playing the game. They had only seen notes about it.
Okay, excellent. Very good pronunciation. Just remember, it looks like 7.50, but we don't say the point if it's for money. So we just don't say it at all. We'll say £7.50, or pence in this case, or we'll just say £7.50, like that. £7.50, $7.50, €7.50. You can say it like that. Okay,
Right.
very good, very good. Anis, take 14 and 15 for me.
Yes. Yes, teacher.
Take 14 and 15. So the last one on the right side, please.
Sorry, I'm not professional in English, but you...
Please read. Please read. Number 14.
14?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. 14,
I want you to read. Can you see number 14?
Yes, I can see.
Go for it.
Okay. The second test involved a lost vault containing $5 somewhere.
£5.
£5 somewhere asked to bring the vault to a lost and found box. Others hid it and lied about it.
Okay, keep going. Number 15. Keep going.
Okay. Over we correctly guessed
Overall, one second. Overall,
over.
overall. Repeat. Overall.
Okay.
Overall,
Overall, we correctly guessed whether 82
Point.
points to hundreds person trots 88.9
Percent.
100%.
Not
Like
100. Just percent. You don't need to
percent,
say 100. Just like this. Look in the chat window. Percent.
percent,
So it's
percent.
88.9%. 88.9%.
Okay. Lies 75.6% of the viewers were telling the truth or lying based on the movements in their individual lamps. The reports say.
Very good. Very good. I just
Okay,
want you to repeat 2 words for me. Please repeat. Repeat the
okay.
word interviewees. Line 16.
Okay. Interviewees.
Perfect. Those are the people who receive the interview, the people who do it, not the people who give it. If you give it, interviewer. If you are receiving the action, you are interviewee. Okay?
Okay.
And finally, in line 16, in line 18, I want you to say the word individual. Individual.
Okay. Individual. The D soft sound.
That's it.
Individual.
That's
Yes.
it. And the next word is limbs.
Limb.
Limbs.
Limbs.
That's it. Individual limbs. So limbs are your arms and your legs. Okay?
Ah,
Very
yes,
good.
yes.
Very good. Very good. We're back to Carmen for, let's see if we can do one person each. Carmen, take 17. Jose, 18. Mikkel, 19. And then we're going to have a discussion. Go for it, Carmen.
Mine is 17?
Take 17.
Okay,
Jose, you take 18. Mikkel, you take 19. And then we're going to talk about it.
got it.
Okay.
The success came when we looked at total body motion. That tells truth from lies over 70% of the time, and we believe we can improve it even more by combining it with optimal questioning techniques.
Jose?
Yes. Another advantage is that total body motion is mostly the same in people who have different cultural backgrounds and different levels of anxiety.
Nope.
This
Nope.
no
Anxiety.
anxiety.
With a Z
Different,
like zebra. Anxiety.
different levels of anxiety.
Good.
This thing confuse other lie detection technologies, Anderson said.
Very good. Miko, 19?
The use of all body suits. Sorry, the use of all body suits is expensive. They cost about £30,000, and they can be uncomfortable. So Anderson and his colleagues are now studying low-cost alternatives. These include using
1 second. Keep going.
motion sensing technology for computer games, such as the Kinect devices developed by Microsoft for the Xbox.
And Shinue, the last one for us, number 20. Last one.
last one, number 20. Anderson admits that intelligence agencies such as the CIA could teach agents how to
يلا
check
time set.
what?
No, keep going. Keep going.
Oh, check their full body motion measured by keeping their bodies completely still. But he said that it in itself would be a giveaway.
That's right. Remember the word giveaway from earlier? So let's clarify this paragraph because the word giveaway has that special meaning. If you were perfectly still, it would be a giveaway that you're lying. If you were perfectly still. In other words, what would happen if you were perfectly still, Shinyue? Let's clarify giveaway in this case. If you didn't move, would that prove that you were innocent or would that prove that you were guilty? If you didn't move.
Innocent.
Oh,
Innocent?
guilty.
You would be guilty. Not innocent, guilty. Because it would show that you're trying to trick the equipment. If you were too still, it would show that you are acting. You're trying to trick the cameras or the motion detectors. So it would be obvious, in other words. It would be a giveaway. It would be obvious that you're being dishonest. All right? So, first of all, let's do a few questions.
Peter, I have a question.
Yeah.
Can you give me a similar word like a giveaway?
That's a good question. I don't know if I can.
Can you type for this word?
But Carmen can. I don't know if I can give you another one. What is a good synonym for giveaway? What is a noun?
I don't hear you very well, John.
I have the same problem.
Uh-oh. No one can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Now, yes.
No, it's okay.
Before, no. Now it's okay.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Okay, if you can hear me. Shinwei, giveaway is a noun, but here's a verb. You could say, it reveals that he is lying. It is a giveaway. It is a giveaway. Look at that example. So to reveal is similar to be a giveaway. Reveal is a verb, giveaway is a noun. So you have to plug in reality. Think of a situation where someone did something that was a giveaway to whether they were honest or dishonest, or something else. We have to plug in reality. Okay? Let me first go to a question or two for all of you. I want you to find the mistake in the sentence. Okay? This will show whether you've understood the article in general. So what do you think? Mr. Mikkel, can we read number 1? Tell me if you can spot the mistake.
That some British scientists have developed a new polygraph lie detector. Maybe they aren't from, they were, that's yes, but British, I don't know. And
were they Dutch and British? Remember, the university was Utrecht. So were they Dutch and British?
Yes.
Yes. So they were. It's true.
Yes.
There's one word which is incorrect. There's one word that doesn't fit in that sentence.
It wasn't a polygraph?
That's right. Correct. Polygraph is the wrong word in number 1. It's a lie detector, but it's not a polygraph. It's a different system. The polygraph has little graphs which monitor many things. This is a motion detector of some kind.
Okay.
Okay, very good, very good. So, Mr. Jose, find the mistake in number 2.
Yes. It is hoped that the new method will be used by police around the world by 2016. In place to write by or on 2060.
Well, you got the right part, but for the wrong reason. By 2016 is grammatically correct.
Is
but
correct?
It's grammatically correct.
Yes.
But it's not what the article said. So you're right. There's something wrong with 2016. What's the real time period that the article mentioned? Not 2016.
Okay.
2017.
The wrong.
No, not 2017.
The wrong is the year.
Exactly. The year is wrong.
Yeah, the year is wrong. Yes.
They don't mention a specific year. What do they
Yeah.
say? Do you remember what they said for real? They said, what's the time period they mentioned? Anyone remember? Going once? Going twice?
The polygraph was created in 1921.
That's true. But when will the new method be used? Will it be used by next year? No.
No.
It'll be used...
2003?
No. No, because it wasn't invented then. In 2003, that's when the courts decided
they don't mention
they weren't valid enough.
They don't see
the answer is
any year, no? Oh, yes.
They say 10 years.
10 years.
In the next 10 years.
In the next 10 years, okay.
Right? So they don't give an exact year, but they say basically relatively soon, in the next 10 years.
Yes.
The polygraph detector was created in 1921 by psychologist John Larson.
Yes.
Carmen, can you spot the mistake?
Yes, I just did. I've been coming in and out of the room, so I didn't have much time to read properly. But it says he was a policeman instead of a psychologist.
Right. He's not a psychologist, he was a policeman, which makes you wonder why a psychological test is being developed by someone who is not a psychologist. And in fact, in 2003, they decided it didn't work.
It was
so we've just done number 5. 1998, the Supreme Court ruled that it was unreliable.
Now number 4, you jumped.
Number 4, no?
Number 4, lie detectors are widely used in the United States and Europe. Who knows?
No?
Less in Europe, no? Less in Europe than in USA, no?
Less in Europe.
Less in Europe is right. Less in Europe. And the last one, 1998, Supreme Court ruled that the polygraph was reliable.
Unreliable.
Unreliable.
Perfect.
I can't forget this word.
Exactly.
Now, John, it is a legal method now in a stage?
Sorry, repeat?
If the polygraph it's a legal method.
Yes, it is.
Oof.
But it's not. It can't be used as evidence.
Yes.
So they can do a polygraph test, but they can't use it to convict you of a crime, which is very strange. Why do they use it at all? So they can use it and they can say, oh, this seems suspicious. But it can't be part of your conviction. It's something kind of a strange double standard. But I think it's also, I believe it has to be voluntary. You have to decide to do it. So look, we're running out of time here. Let me just tell you that you've got exercises you can do on your own to get some more work with the vocabulary. So just let me show you here on slide 11 and on slide 12. Okay, you can do those on your own, and I will put the answers for you at the end of the document later today. It's not there now. Before we go, what do you think about this? What do you think about the whole concept of lie detectors and What do you think about this new lie detector? It's basically capturing a full body image, right? And if you move, you're lying. If you stay too still, you're lying. So there has to be a kind of Goldilocks. You know the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears? A just right amount. What do you think? Is that a reliable way to determine if someone is telling the truth? Or do you find that suspicious?
I think that there aren't good methods because you can be trained to face or to improve your results. No, so I think that for me it's more or less the same that to be on TV and professionals could work on TV without becoming nervous, no? To be relaxed. So
Right.
it's more or less the same.
Yeah. I
Or
think
to
you can
be-
fake it.
It's more or less to see that to be in a Berlin class.
Who's faking it here? No one's faking it. There is a guy I've mentioned in these classes in the past, Paul something, I forgot his name, who, and I think I showed this in one of the classes a few months ago. He studied faces of people lying and telling the truth in different cultures. Specifically, he went to Papua New Guinea to study Aboriginal people who really have little or no contact with modern, with modern society, right? More or less. I mean, they actually do, but at the time there was a lot less, because I think this was in the 60s. He cataloged these faces, and he came up with I don't even know anymore, but he came up with a set of clear indicators of whether people's, it's not just tics, but people's facial expressions reveal whether they're telling the truth or not. And he said that it didn't matter what culture you belong to, it didn't matter your status in society, everyone has the same facial expressions when they're trying to suppress a lie. And then he showed examples. There's a YouTube video you can see. He shows Bill Clinton lying in Congress. True story. And he shows, look, he says, now you'll see the sides of his mouth. You'll see that, and it was something about the left and right side of your brain. He said that you have to control your facial expressions, and so the opposite side of the brain, so it would be the right side of your face is more rigid, if I remember right, because the left side has to control, and so the right side of your face won't look as natural, something like that. But you can Google for it. It's really, really interesting.
There is a theory about it.
And apparently it's not entirely controversial. There's a TV series based on this guy. It's called Lie to Me, and it's based on this psychologist, Paul something, I forget his name. Maybe I can put a link there for you. So Google for it, take a look at the YouTube video, and tell me what you think. It's very, very interesting. Listen, we've got to stop here. I'm going to be back in just a minute to do our last business class about customer service. Okay? Send me your questions and comments about this article through the message system if you want to talk about it. And don't forget, you've got 2 exercises you can do. So download the presentation, try them out, and I'll send you the answers a little later in the document. Okay? Have a great day, and come back for the business class. Bye.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye for
Bye-bye.
now, everyone. See you soon.
Bye.